get simple recaps here. A young girl, Cady, who was previously being homeschooled, is about to join high school for her first time. Her parents are both happy and worried with the fact that she's about to join high school, a totally new thing to her. Cady and her parents used to live in Africa, and that's the reason she was being homeschooled. Both her parents were research zoologists back in Africa, but her mother received a 10-year contract deal in Northwestern University, which led to their relocation to the United States. It's her first day in high school and she's nearly knocked over by a school bus, which sends a shock down her parents' spine. On reaching her class, she goes to talk to one of the girls, who rudely turns her away. Finding a sit becomes a huge problem to her. As the first sit, she is informed of Christina's boyfriend who is to sit there. On the next one, someone sits on it before her. The third, she's told of the guy who takes farting as a hobby that sits in front of it. Confused, she knocks over her maths teacher, Miss Nawberry. The school principal comes to the class to introduce Cady to the other students. Cady's first day in high school turned out to be a very stressful one. She gets in trouble many times, all of which look normal to her, such as leaving in the middle of a classroom without a hall pass, having a green pen, and having food in class. At lunch, Cady wishes to have company to have lunch with, but all the students are unwelcoming into their groups. She spots some black students whom she all greets with an African phrase, Jumbo, thinking they're from Africa. Despite all the rejections, only one place was welcoming and peaceful: the washrooms. She sadly takes her meals in one of the toilets. In the evening, when her parents ask her about her first day in high school, she angrily walks out of them. The following day, Damien, a friend to Janice, comments on her hair color to be amazing, and she takes this as a chance to make new friends. She inquires about room G14's location, where she's to have her first health class. Damien and Janice cunningly accept to take her there. Immediately after class, they take her to the supposed room G14, which she finds out got burnt in 1987. They take her to the field to have some time out of class. Cady is worried of missing her first health class, but with the fact that she gets to spend time with her new friends, she's willing to risk it. They introduce her to the Plastics, whom Damien refers as teen royalty. Plastics is a trio of 3 mean girls. Janice informs Cady of Karen Smith, who she believes is one of the dumbest girls she will ever meet. Damien says that she even asked him how to spell an orange. Grancha and meanness makes everybody's business her own, and this makes her know everything about everybody. Damien sarcastically makes fun of her hair, which is big since it's full of secrets. Evil takes a human form in Regina George. She is a super evil to them, but hesitates due to her other friend, but finally gives in. They're all startled that she used to live in Africa. Karen proves her dumbness by asking Cady why she's white if she's from Africa. After a short discussion, they offer Cady a chance to have lunch with them for the whole week. Janice finds this pleasing, as she will be able to know every evil thing that Regina utters. Damien is a weirdo who even goes to female washrooms. He is a very talkative guy that does not know how to keep secrets, as he tries to tell the reason why Janice greatly hates Regina. Cady is not okay with this, but finally accepts to do it. Before leaving, she borrows a pink cloth to wear on the following day according to the Plastics rules. Cady loves maths and has incredible math skills. During maths class, she spots this insanely hot guy that she immediately develops a crush on. She gets to prove her math skills by answering a calculus question despite being lost in her thought. During the next lunch with the Plastics, she is presented a tome full of rules that don't make any sense, like only keeping her hair in a ponytail only once a week, wearing jeans only on Fridays. Making matters worse, the rules have consequences when broken. She can't buy any cloth or have a boyfriend without the girl's consent. Karen and Ranchan are shocked to hear that Cady has a crush on Aaron Samuel, Regina's ex-boyfriend. According to them, ex-boyfriends are off-limit to friends, but they agree to keep it a secret from Regina. Cady couldn't control her crush on Aaron, and when a chance presents itself, she goes for it. To her dismay, Kevin Gapoor, captain of North Shore Mathletes, stops her. He offers her a chance to join them, of course, for her incredible math skills and to get twice funding due to a girl's presence in the group. Cady, together with the Plastics, go for shopping after classes. The Plastics considers Cady's plan to join the Mathletes a social suicide. After shopping, they head to Regina's home, where they meet her weird mom. Cady is amazed by the massive and gorgeous house and bedroom. There she finds out about the girls' burn book, where they write mean things about other girls in their grade. She unknowingly repeats Janice's joke about Damien being too gay to function. Unexpectedly, Regina asks them to note Cady's joke on the burn book. She reveals about the burned book to her real friends once they meet. Janice wants Regina to steal the burned book for them to publish it, ruining Regina's image before the whole school, but Cady refuses to do it. Miss Nawberry comes across them and requests Cady to join the Mathletes. Damien confirms to her that joining the Mathletes is a social suicide. Later, Regina calls Cady, informing her of her secret, her crush on Aaron, which doesn't bother her. This reveals how the girls are terrible at keeping secrets. With Regina's consent, she doubles her effort to get Aaron. She starts pretending not to get anything in class and asks Aaron to help her. After class, Aaron invites her to a Halloween party they're hosting. She quickly runs home, neglecting the mathletes meeting to prepare on her costume. In the regular world during Halloween, children get to put on costumes and beg for candy, while in the girl world, Halloween is the one night that they get to dress like a complete slut. Not knowing the slut rule, Cady attends the party in a scary outfit that shocks everyone. She meets up with Aaron, who is also shocked of Cady's outfit. Aaron goes to get her a drink but comes across Regina. She snitches on her friend's crush on him without Cady's consent. Regina goes on to kiss him, saying she never broke up with him. Cady becomes furious and leaves the party while crying. Outside, she causes someone to fall off the rails due to her very scary outfit. Cady nearly causes a heart attack due to her sudden entrance in the room and the scary costume. She tells them all that happened to her at the party. Together they come up with a 3-step plan to get back at Regina. The plan involved Cady pretending that there was nothing wrong between them. To Cady, pretending like nothing was wrong turned out to be easy. Regina is having lunch with her recently got back boyfriend. On spotting Cady, she starts dangling Aaron's hair to send a message to her. Since then they kept their eyes open for opportunities for sabotage, like providing her with a foot cream for her face. This doesn't work out as intended, since Aaron likes the smell on her face and goes on to kiss her. Janice sneakily cuts out the boob spots of her top, but she ignores it and puts it on. The following day, all the female students come with their tops torn at their boob spots. This shows us how they have idolized Regina. Cady and her friends are disappointed with their unrewarding efforts. Regina finds her speaking to Janice and Damien, who she greatly hates. She tells Cady of her former friendship with Janice, which was toxic due to Janice's obsession of her. Cady and her friends come up with a new plan to make Regina pay for her evil. They intend to make Granchen to spill the beans about Regina. They instruct Damien to pretend to be Santa, thereby gifting only Cady and Karen candy in the name of Regina, leaving Granchen out. Granchen is hurt to see her other 2 friends gifted candy by Regina. For the secrets to pour out, Cady had to add salt her wounds, and surely she starts letting out the secrets. They are preparing for the North Shore High School winter talent show. Damien and Kevin are booted out of the stage by the students. Granchen's fears are confirmed when Regina dismantles their usual arrangement during their Jingle Bell Rock dance in the last minute to their presentation. Due to this, confusion arises when presenting their dance. Granchen Minas accidentally hits the speaker and the music stops. Cady saves the situation by initiating a unison singing of the Jingle Bell Rock song. It turns out to be a success with Cady in their group. Granchen still faces cold treatment from Regina, which makes her explode. She reveals Regina's mean nature to Cady. She tells her that Regina forbid her to wear hoop rings since they were her thing. What hurt her most is when she pretended to dislike a very expensive pair of white gold hoops bought for her by her parents. She even tells her that Regina is cheating on Aaron, and every Thursday she hooks up with Oman in the projection room about the auditorium. From there onwards they try to make Aaron catch Regina in the act, thereby breaking up with her. Once again their efforts bear no fruits. A new idea of recommending keratin bars to Regina with a belief of cutting down weight, while all they do is to add on weight. This time their plan works as she takes it without objection. Over time Cady becomes a hot topic in the school due to her presence in the plastics. Cady becomes very obsessed of Aaron that she starts failing herself intentionally to attract his attention. She asks Aaron to tutor her at her house to improve on her maths performance, which he agrees. At their house they become intimate and start kissing, but Aaron feels uneasy immediately afterwards. This hurts Cady, making her to snitch on her friend that she's cheating on him. Aaron breaks up with Regina, greatly hurts her. Karen, after some motivation, says that her boobs can detect when it's raining. Cady is unhappy that Aaron doesn't ask her to be his girlfriend after their breakup with Regina as she expected. She gets another chance to cause sabotage in the plastics. The spring fill results are out. Regina as usual is nominated, but Damien rigs the nomination, thereby nominating Janice, Ian and Granchen Minas to disturb Regina. Cady is also nominated by the students due to her popularity. Regina can't fit in her spring fill dress since she has become too fat due to the keratin bars. Being a plastic, she had to get her friends' consent before buying the dress. There Cady comes up with a false theory to prove the success rate of the keratin bars in weight reduction. Miss Nodberry notices Cady's intentional failing of her maths test to get the attention of Aaron. She confronts Cady about this, which greatly annoys her. She lets out her anger about Miss Nodberry's involvement in her life while at Regina's house. She makes an ill comment about her that she sells drugs on the side to keep up with life, which is noted down on the burn book. Cady has changed and her real friends have become less important to her, that she even makes her plans on her own. This time she's passing on rumors among the plastics to cause havoc. On the following day, Granchen and Karen are mad and want to talk with Regina, who shuns them away. This makes them more furious, making Granchen to send her way. A fat student makes fun of her of being fat. What an irony. By now their three-step plan was complete and Cady becomes the new queen bee of the plastics. Cady decides to host a get-together at her place where she invites Aaron, who only agrees if Regina is uninvited. This time, knowing the slut rule, she dresses up relevantly for her party. Many people attend her get-together contrary to her expectations. Regina attends the party despite not being invited. Aaron sees her first and runs to hide upstairs. Coincidentally, he goes to Cady's room and within no time Cady comes to the room but drunk. Her drunkenness makes her say foolish things, some of which annoy Aaron. She suddenly pukes on him, making him to leave the party pissed off. Cady follows him, apologizing, but unexpectedly comes across Janice and Damien, who are hurt that they were not invited to her party. Things get very bad between them due to Cady's sudden change to a mean girl. Janice throws to her a drawing of a happy version of themselves and leave very furious. It's at this time that the revelation of her horrible behavior start hitting her. Regina learns from her new boyfriend about the keratin bars that have been making her very fat. She instantly becomes very furious at Cady and decides to get back at her. She wants to frame Cady of writing mean things about her to the school principal. To make her look hurt, she goes to the school principal sobbing in tears. The principal takes it seriously and sends for the other plastics. Not enough, she scatters many pages written mean things about the other girls, which sparks a fight in the whole school. It's only the school principal who's able to bring order in the school by initiating the fire break system. He orders all the girls to gather at the gymnasium. The principal finds it hard to restore peace among the students, so he calls for Miss Nawberry, who reluctantly agrees. She is disappointed when Cady fails to recognize her mistakes. She comes up with an exercise that involves the students opening up on their mistakes, then falling on the students who catch them in the air. Granchen's pride leads to her falling on the ground. Janice opens up on her love for females, especially Regina. Regina becomes annoyed and leaves the school very angry. Cady runs after her trying to apologize, but all she gets are insults. Regina is knocked over by a school bus, which leaves different theories among the students. Some of the students believe that it was Cady that pushed her on the bus, and this also destroys her mother-daughter relationship. Her father grounds her for her recent bad behavior, like failing herself in her exams. Cady's usual sit is occupied by her real friends who are hurt by her. The only sit available is the one behind the guy who takes farting as a hobby. The following day, she is shocked to find policemen and the principal inquiring whether Miss Nawberry has been selling drugs to them. The students are not happy about this, and in the process Cady reveals herself as the culprit to save Nawberry's career. Cady decides to mend the broken bonds between her and her friends. She starts with Regina and then goes to Miss Nawberry. Miss Nawberry accepts her apology but wants her to join the mathletes. In the meantime, the students are preparing for the Spring Phil King and Queen. Cady and the other mathletes attend the Illinois High School Mathlete State Championship. Back at home, Cady's mom is angry at her father since he allowed Cady to leave the house. At the contest, the contestants go to a death round due to a tie in the first 87 minutes. Cady clinches their success after giving an answer to a calculus question. Cady, with motivation from Kevin and Miss Nawberry, she attends the Spring Phil King and Queen event. Shea Orman, Regina's new boyfriend, wins the Spring Phil King, too. Cady's disbelief, she becomes the new Spring Phil Queen. She gives a very touching apology to all the students from her heart. She breaks the crown into pieces, then gifts Granchen, Janice and Regina a piece each. The broken bonds are now mended back. Good music fills the air and the students are dancing to the music. Janice and Damien try kissing but immediately feels awkward. Kevin and Janice then have a dance together. Soon afterwards, the plastics break up and go on to live their separate lives. Regina is finally back and now directs her energy into sports. Karen is using her abilities to air weather news. Granchen has joined some Japanese group. Aaron joins Northwestern University and Cady gets to see him during weekends. To her, it was the perfect life she has always wanted, and that brings us to the end of the movie. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share and comment.